Dear members of the National Organization for Women, I am honored to stand before you today. And if elected, I will continue my work advocating women's rights and continue the fight that so many women have fought before me. Every woman should have the right to free abortions up until week 18 of pregnancy, and after that if special circumstances apply. I will not rest until that right is guaranteed all women in the United States. It has been 40 years since Roe v. Wade, the decision that effectively legalized abortions in the United States. However, still today, 40 years later, women are struggling to get an abortion. Unsafe abortions are still being done, and women are dying because they do not have access to safe abortion methods. In 2009, a 15-year-old girl died in Michigan after an unsafe abortion. This young woman was too afraid to tell her parents about her pregnancy, and the state law requires minors to have parental consent before doing an abortion. Because of this law and other restrictions, women in the United States are dying from unsafe procedures that could have been avoided if the laws regarding abortion would have been different. Some people believe that Roe v. Wade ended the problem, but there's still a lot that needs to be done. And I will tell you why this is necessary. People are still trying to introduce legislation limiting abortion in the United States, and we need to continue fighting for the right to equality. Just this year, Texas introduced and after much controversy passed a bill which severely limits women's access to abortion in the state. Even though the Supreme Court partially struck it down, this is a violation of women's right to privacy. Some people believe that banning abortion would make them stop, but the truth is that it would only lead to more illegal abortion clinics, which are usually not safe, and women may die or be harmed for life. According to the World Health Organization, 50 million abortions were performed each year. Of these, 20 million are illegal abortions. That banning abortion won't make it stop. It will continue, but more women will die trying to take control over their own bodies. About 68,000 women die every year from illegal abortions, and an additional 5 million women have to seek hospital care after failed abortions. It is true that abortion should not be used as a contraception, but no one I have met who has gone through an abortion has taken the decision lightly. These are strong women who realize that they could not give a child a worthy life, and they are not ready for parenthood. When this is the case, these women need a way to end their pregnancy. Forcing these women to go through with the pregnancy to then either raise the child or have it adopted is not fair to either one of them. A common argument in the debate over abortion is that they can cause medical complication in the future, which first of all, so can going through with a pregnancy, and women going through with an abortion are aware of the risk. It is their decision if the risk is worth it or not. Some people say that many of the women who want abortions are young and are not aware of what they are doing. Well, if they can't understand what an abortion entails, then they are certainly not ready to become mothers. Abortions are generally safe if they are done by a medical professional who knows what he or she is doing. For abortion to be kept safe, they need to be easily accessible, and this is not always the case in the United States. Some people say that it is not fair that tax dollar money are being spent on abortions because it is not something that they support. But what about the consequences of, for example, smoking or obesity? All people don't support that or suffer from it, but they are still paying for the prevention of that. I also wonder if these people are willing to pay for the needs of the child that the women are forced to have. The average cost of raising a child in the United States is $241,000. The cost of an abortion is between $350 and $1,000. Being pro-choice doesn't necessarily mean being pro-abortion. It simply means believing that every woman has the right to decide over her own body. Because in the end, it doesn't matter how many arguments we use. The simple truth is that every woman should have the right to make the decision for herself. If we lose that right, then we're losing rights that so many people have fought for before us. This isn't about religion or money. It is about not letting all of the women who have died from illegal abortions have died in vain. It is about fighting for the right for our own bodies, the fight for equality. If you're against abortion, then don't have one, and let other people do what they want. Thank you for your time and support.